Hey, check it out. We are bringing you the heat on a Sunday. See what I did there? Sunday night heat. Anyway, it is Mr. Young.
And it's foreign in the building live. In a pretty new surroundings, bro.
Absolutely. The first thing you will notice is check out Foreign's new digs. Can we announce that you've just like moved? Basically, you're in the new bachelor pad, as it were.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I think we've told the rest of our audiences.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we've told them in previous episodes that I'm in the middle of moving houses.
Yes.
And bro, your boy come true. 1st of September, new beginnings, bro.
Okay, and what? Yeah. Obviously, we can tell you literally just moved in because there's not a single decoration inside. So I look forward to next week's podcast when we can finally see some some of your books, personality, designs, whatnot, and most importantly, title belts, yes. But most importantly, and chat, please drop by and agree with me on this. We need to see the return of the moisturizer.
Oh my
God. Hand lotion! Hashtag bring back hand lotion.
Bro, I give you a preview, bro. Alcohol wipes. Oh, the tease for you, bro.
My bro has upgraded. He no longer uses the moisturizer. He just just cleans it up with alcohol wipes.
Can you don't start? I haven't even bless this place yet. Don't give me weird juju, bro.
Weird vibes, hello there, everybody. Haley, so good to see you. Irvin from Sri Lanka. We appreciate you swinging by, even though you're over in Sri Lanka. Div Royalty, thank you for being here as well. And everyone else, if you're here, please say hi in the chat. We'd love to, shout you out as well.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, people might be asking, why the hell are you guys doing a nighttime podcast? Why is it this time, right? So I think we owe it to the listeners to kind of explain what's going on.
Sure. Well, okay. Usually our podcast is on Tuesday afternoon, right? But Tuesday afternoon is going to be a busy day for myself. So we had to move it. Originally, we were like, okay, maybe we can do Sunday afternoon or we can do a recorded one. We're like, you guys love the live element, right? There's that. And also, I've been at Singapore Expo the entire day. Oh my God. So my day just doesn't end, right? So there was Bash in Berlin last night. I did a live stream and everything, right? And I was up till 4 a.m. Oh my God. I couldn't get to sleep till 5 a.m. And then the first, because there was a fitness expo at Singapore Expo, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those things, my wife got the tickets, actually, not me. Right. So I was like, okay, yeah, cool. It sounds like fun, right? It's like one of those you pay $15 for a ticket and then you can go to as many classes as you want because it's a big ass expo. Hyrox was doing an event there as well.
Nice. Okay, wait, so it's like a fitness expo, all kind of sports and classes?
Correct. So they have multiple stages. They have a dance stage, they have a yoga stage. Then the main main sponsor is Hyrox. You're familiar with Hyrox, right?
Yeah, I'm familiar with all these competition. I see a lot of my Fitspo friends doing all these competition things.
Bro, can I just say this, right? Hyrox is the most brilliant idea. I'm surprised nobody else came out with it first. So, okay, Hyrox is essentially competitive gym. Okay. Because if you think about it, right? Okay, the thing about Spartan is it's a bit intimidating. Some of the obstacles, intimidating, right? But the idea is you challenge yourself, you push yourself, and you get dirty as well. There's that allure, right? But it also turns some people off. But everybody loves to go to the gym. So they did it where, okay, you have to do X amount of this exercise, X amount of this exercise, X amount of this exercise within X amount of time. The fastest person to do it gets on the leaderboard. I mean, how brilliant of a concept is that? How simple of like I said, competitive exercising.
Wait, so what are the qualifiers like? Do you need to know, is it based on the weights,
No.
certain weights in certain classes? Or
forget about qualifiers, all this shit. Most people do it for the experience, for a personal best, right? You can go as a solo. Obviously, they have age groups, men, women, duos as well. So that's like those Fitspo couples, they join as a duo, they kind of think of besties. So it's just, honestly, I don't mean this as pejorative or negative. It's just really smart marketing. It's nothing special. Okay, I used to do Spartan, right?
Yeah.
And to me, the goal and the draw of it was, it's like obstacle course, and you better yourself. You try to beat your score from the last time. That sort of an idea, right? This is just a gym version of Spartan because all the stations are all gym stations.
Okay. And the weights can be based on your difficulty preference, right? You don't have to go crazy weights, like the So how do they choose that?
No, I think there are set amount of weights that you have
Okay.
to push or pull or throw or whatever nonsense. And then there's
I
the
see.
ski machine, and that's the other thing. With Spartan, you have to seek out specific training facilities to train the obstacles, right?
Yeah.
The stations at Hyrox, every gym have. It's the skier, it's the ball you throw, the big, the Mick Benison ball you throw against the wall.
Okay.
It's lifting weights. It's like, wow, competitive gymming. I am amazed nobody thought of that.
Bro, and you know what that happens? You know what that means, right?
Ah.
All these Instagram influencers, want to come across like, wow, Fitspo,
Yeah.
must take part in this kind of competition. I see suddenly a bunch of people who I've never seen gym because they want to look good and be considered a Fitspo fitness influencer. They're doing all this kind of stuff.
But there is the camaraderie thing too. It's because, like I said, you can take part as a group, you can take part as a duo. Like you do with your friends, like one friend to another friend to another friend. It spreads. It's once again great marketing. Take my hat off to that.
All
So,
right.
does anybody want to go and join Fitspo with me? I mean, Fitspo, join Hyrox with me.
Does anybody want to be a Fitspo with you, Mr. Yang?
Okay, sure.
Okay. Where's the next one, bro? If you can convince me to do it, I'm down, bro.
I don't know lah. I just say only lah. By tomorrow, I lazy already. That aside, so essentially, I spent the whole day doing the yoga classes.
Oh, okay. More your speed lah.
Yeah, I see all these hyper gym bros. I'm like, all right, y'all do you, I'll do me.
All right. Well, bro, but I mean, speaking of exercising, bro, I've been exercising the whole day as well.
Let's go, moving, right?
Bro, packing and taping your cardboard boxes it's an entire workout on its own, bro.
Wait, did you manage to find everyone whenever they move, right? They will suddenly find and realize, hey, I have this box of Blu-ray DVDs or VCDs. Was there anything like that? Did you find any hidden treasures?
Bro, I have a treasure trove of there's this one box that I have under my bed. I haven't opened in years, right?
Wait, bro. I don't want to know about the box under your bed that you use the moisturizer with, okay? Some magazines and shit. We all know where this is going. We all been there.
First of all, they are magazines and DVDs, but it's not what you think, Mr. Yang.
WWE Raw.
Yes,
magazine.
It's all my DVD collection from Raw 15th anniversary that I bought in 2007.
I'm sure there's the best of bra and panties match VCD
no.
somewhere.
Unfortunately, they don't sell that. Do you remember Sanjay VCDs? Last time, right? WWE always have this Sanjay guy who's the distributor.
Yes, exactly. And they were the ones who I don't know how legal it was if you think about it, right? Like them selling these VCDs. I think they were just doing it on the side, and in WWE they weren't global they were global, but not as they didn't have their people everywhere.
I shall not ask much questions, right? One thing it was nostalgia for me is last time the big thing was on top of collecting DVDs for pay-per-views, or Raws, there used to be all this biography that has since been, put up on the WWE Network.
Yes.
But I used to love collecting biographies. Like I have the CM Punk Best in the World 3 DVD set with all the bonuses. I have the Mania of WrestleMania for WrestleMania 90. I have the biggest collection. So seeing it was so nostalgic, but it hurts knowing that I'm probably gonna give it all away or throw it away because what's the point? The only thing I can keep is just the video case itself.
Yeah, and even then, what's the point of keeping that, right?
Yeah, I don't even have the player. You can't even play it on PS5. It's like PS3 or something.
No, cannot. Yeah, so it's kind of might as well throw it away.
Yeah, man. But I did Marie Kondo the shit out of my stuff. So you'll be surprised, bro. I only have 4 boxes to bring here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it can be quite therapeutic to, Marie Kondo your shit. But that aside, Referee Ryan, is good to see you as well. Referee Ryan, who recently got cane until, chala. I saw the pictures, bro. You more man than me, bro. He says, is this the after hours? I guess you could call it the after hours show. Hey, after 10 o'clock, we can swear, lah, bro.
Hey, bro, you can talk more about moisturizer after 10 o'clock. I'm down for that, bro. Let's do it.
Alcoholic wipes. This is the new era. The alcoholic wipes era. This royalty says she couldn't get to sleep after Bash in Berlin, but the press conference helped lull me to sleep, Olamar. Okay, I didn't watch the press conference, so I take that it was boring.
Was it Cody speaking? Is that why? Cody was doing a Triple H impression. That's why.
Cody is usually quite entertaining. Or was it Gunther?
No lah, no lah. There wasn't anything newsworthy per se, like soundbite
Mm.
worthy. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why.
Which
Oh,
is
but
which is
yeah.
fine. Not every press conference needs to be some crazy ass bullshit, thing
Or
happening.
like people breaking out into fights or what. It can be quite chill.
Yeah, this ain't AEW. Anyway, yes, sorry.
Okay. No, I was saying right, like because I realized my room is so much bigger than my previous room.
Yeah.
So I hear myself like my echo.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
like yeah, so technically I'm like moving into like a service apartment where it's like shared facility. So I do have like I would say roommates, but like the whole hall there are like other rooms of tenants. So I do not know how loud I can go.
Right.
So if I'm a bit chill, it's not because I'm drunk or like depressed or what, guys. I'm just trying to
Right.
maintain my voice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was about to say like, hey bro, you feeling a little bit tired today.
No,
But
no, no, not low
from the
energy,
move,
bro.
yeah.
Just trying to be safe. I don't want to make a bad impression of my neighbors. First night,
Okay.
bro.
Yeah, Sunday, wow, this fella talking so much. Hey, sekali they're like, hey, you like wrestling also? I like wrestling. Then that's how you make
Bro,
lifelong friends, man.
more like this fella move in by himself, right? Why is he talking to himself? Holy shit, what's wrong with him? Yeah, probably that.
Div says looks like you got kidnapped because you're in an empty room. Like we said, he literally just moved in today. So give it a
Wait,
week for him to decorate a bit.
can I show you guys something?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
sure,
so
sure.
so look at this, right? If y'all
Is,
can see this,
is it
right? This
window
is
lah?
bro, this is not a window, bro. Give me a minute.
Wait. Is he gonna step out onto a balcony or something? What's going on here? Is there a balcony? Is that the
Bro,
front door?
I got a joining balcony, bro. It's like a shophouse balcony, bro.
Oh, cool. Wait.
Yeah,
What does it connect to?
No, bro. So basically, yeah, it's
bro.
like literally a balcony on top of a shophouse. So like
How?
my unit is like
Mm,
the highest level, like the roof level of a
yeah.
shophouse, like a boutique
Oh,
hotel.
bro. Housewarming
Yeah,
when?
bro. Let's talk wrestling, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Yeah, man.
Also, yes, we need to do the whole not say we need to christen your new bachelor pad lah. That's what we need to do. Throw a
Yeah.
little WWE theme party. How about that?
How about like all these my Chinese friends, they roll all the pineapple. It's like a good luck thing, right?
Sure. Alfred
Yeah.
says, where is Foreign? Foreign has been kidnapped. He is now in some secret location.
Bro, you guys better get used to this place, bro. This is gonna be my new background. No more
Exactly.
books. I'm so sorry, guys. This is my new place. I just moved in.
Yep.
Literally tonight. Like literally, this is my first night at my
Yeah,
new place.
and you can tell that literally nothing is in the room. Also, the room is ultra echoey, bro.
Damn echoey, right? Okay. I need to fill it with some life, if you know what I mean.
Fill it with love. Okay,
Fill it with
anyway,
love. Okay.
let's talk about what we came to talk about. But before we do that, let's give a shout out to our lovely sponsors. You know them, you love them. I can't wait for their next anniversary show, by the way, which is happening really, really soon. Of course, once it happens, we'll tell you more about it, right? But our sponsors for the podcast, SPW, Singapore Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, man, it's perfect that we talk about SPW now that Referee Ryan's in the chat. Shout out to you, bro. You guys also recently had your tryouts. I believe we promoted it last week, so I hope it went well. Bro, the anniversary, I believe, is the 12th anniversary of SPW.
Is
It's
it?
gonna be, yeah, because they started in 2012, right? So yeah, so it's 12 years, bro. The longest running promotion, the first ever promotion in Singapore. So congrats to you guys. And we can't wait, man. I can't wait for Butcherman versus
Yeah.
bro, for the title, bro. Can't wait for that.
Absolutely. That is going to be a banger, as the kids like to say. So, of course, if you love wrestling, why else would you be here on the podcast? Go check out some local wrestling when you have the time. Okay, SPW Singapore Pro Wrestling. Check out their socials for all the details on when their next event will be. And, of course, you can find out ticketing information there as well.
Bro, bangers, bro, bangers. It's not just bangers for local wrestling, bro. We've been having bangers since last week. AEW, so there were some great matches, bro. And this weekend as well. And then this next week, there's going to be another pay-per-view. Shit, bro, can I catch my breath, bro?
Well, here's the thing. There's a lot of content. Not all of it might be good, but we'll get into it. All right, here we go. Let's talk about last night, though. Right here for us in Singapore, anyway, it was 1 a.m. All right, I gotta say, by the end of the show, I was struggling, bro. It's an age thing because I enjoyed the hell out of the main event. I'm getting ahead of myself here, but okay,
Bro, talk
Bash
to
in
me, bro.
Berlin.
How was the stream, bro? Generally, like, was there a crowd? Was there people
Oh
from
yeah.
other time zones joining you?
A few here and there, right? It's like I always say, it's a different atmosphere when you watch wrestling with other people. Though I feel like I ended up not watching as much and paying attention as much. Does that make sense? Because
Of
I'm busy
course.
interacting and talking, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know, like sometimes I feel like maybe it is better if I just sit and watch and take out my notepad and be very critical about shit.
I mean, you can do it two ways. You can be the streamer and I can be the note taker, which is what I done. Like, when I
Ah,
watch shows nowadays, especially when I'm alone,
mm,
I've made it a point, especially this morning, right? I slept through last night. So
ah,
I told myself, I will not, and I repeat, I will not open Instagram at all. I'm just gonna
well
watch
done.
it first. So yeah,
Well
so I
done.
managed to enjoy it like as if it was live, right? So that's great.
I mean, it wasn't a very like swerve heavy match, to be honest. A lot of the stuff was predictable. Not that that's a bad thing, but we'll get into it in just a little while. Yeah, it was interesting too because I had people who usually hang out in my Twitch stream, Mr. Young GG, cheap plug, who don't watch wrestling,
Mhm.
and I was like, okay, tell me what you think about this. You know what I
Wait,
mean?
wait, wait, who was the one that's haven't watched wrestling and is watching with you?
Oh, this is just I tell you his name, you also don't know what. Some dude
Okay, some dude
from
from
the
your stream, is
US,
it?
bro.
Okay,
Dude
okay,
from the
okay, okay.
US. And somehow he found a stream streaming the pay-per-view on X for free.
Oh,
I'm like, wow,
okay.
X no government one. X don't care. Elon Musk is like, fuck it lah. I don't care. I'll just let people illegally stream pay-per-view on X. I'm like, what?
Maybe X not happy with the speed championship. Maybe that's why.
They're like, screw it, like people pirating, like, okay, I don't care, like Elon Musk give zero fucks, right? But yeah, it was interesting because I was picking his brain, trying to like you know me lah. Like I did it with like my ex co-host last time, Jackie, right? I like when I'm with people who don't watch wrestling and I
Yeah.
try to pick, like, what do you think of this? And I got some interesting things to share with you. So shall we jump
Yeah.
into it then? Proper.
Yeah, let's go, man. Especially
Bro.
for the people in the chat. Thanks for joining us on the late night. We want to talk about some passion belief, bro. Let's go.
Nasri says he fell asleep during the strap match.
Let's.
Oh yeah, my WWE network kept buffering as well. It was freaking annoying, Div. Like
I
on
wonder
stream.
why. I wonder why.
I don't know. Maybe it's Germany got bad internet thing, or maybe they are really starting to move everything over to Netflix, so they lah. Don't care about their WWE network or cock.
Oh my God. I remember last time WWF during the Attitude Era, they always say like, shout out to all our European audiences from
Yeah.
Sky Sports
Yeah.
Network and that kind of stuff. So I don't know, is it maybe because like you said, their broadcast was a bit shitty from there? It's
I
kind of
don't know.
transmit.
Or maybe it was on our end, like our fiber optic.
Oh no.
Hey, don't get
Do
me started
not-
on
don't-
local fiber optics, bro. I had a whole
don't
drama
repeat-
with that.
don't
You
repeat
remember?
that.
You remember?
Don't repeat
But, okay,
that.
the first thing that really struck me, once again, I say this every time, every PLE, right? The pre-show is done in such a like sports-based presentation. I don't know if you saw
Yes.
before, like it wasn't even about the like promo package before the PLE. It's the whole like they go backstage, they interview people, you see people walking around. It's such a sports-based presentation. UFC does this all the time. You see Conor McGregor hanging out, you see so and so walking in, you see an interview with this person, like they have definitely taken those elements and made their presentation so much more professional.
Yeah, man, the pre-show was awesome. I'm a sports fan, I love football, as you know. So like I can relate a lot of it to like, that pre-game hype where,
Yeah.
all the experts or the former players /
Yep.
former wrestlers are hyping up the event. And it's so easy for a casual fan, I believe, to just
Yes.
jump in and get context.
Oh, that is absolutely 100%. You compare it to, the standard, the old school promo package of, you just show clips or rivalries. I mean, that's cool for us diehards. To your point, to a casual, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, agreed. So I think you need to relate to the casual because the fans will always be with you, right?
Yep,
So the
yep.
the wrestling fans are always going to be there. But how many new fans can you make per pay-per-view? That's the challenge.
They are on another level. And talking about being on another level, let's talk about the crowd. Okay, guys, was this crowd better than France? Let us know. Okay, you guys know my take on the French crowd. I thought they were really good, but they tended to take over the match. They made it about them instead of the match. So that annoyed me. So I took them one below the Puerto Rico crowd. What did you think of this Berlin crowd?
It has become like a game, right? Like
Yeah.
all these international fans are seeing each other, like they're trying to compete. They're trying to see like, oh, they're the best. But I do like the different flavors of the crowd, right? Like they have their own chants, they have their own like little in jokes. To me, it's like a European football night, right? Like no matter the chance, you know you're guaranteed to have some sort of atmosphere, right? So I love the chance. Comparing the rest, I would say my favorite is still to me like Puerto Rico, because Puerto Rico had Bad Bunny, had that Latino, you know what I mean?
Had the Latino, had the Latino bro. I agree with you. I actually like this better than France. I know some people are saying in the chat Lyon was better. I think Lyon took it too far. They made everything about themselves. It got distracting, and therefore it takes away from the presentation. I didn't personally like that, but I'm sure it was amazing to be there. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure if you were there, you probably felt your balls shake. You know what I mean? So, but I think Germany showed out. They had the decibel meter and everything. It was great, and there were certain matches they popped extra hard for.
Yeah, I love it. I think the crowd is like, they're of course rabid because they don't see enough WWE, but also they follow the story, they react accordingly. So it's like, not as if like the heels get cheered or the baby faces get booed. You know what I mean?
I think while a part of it is because they don't get this very often, right? It's the they are so starved for this. I like what Alfred said. The German crowd, they were respectful when the wrestlers wrestle. So except for the main event, they got a little bit rowdy. They disturb a bit. But for the most part, when there was action, they were like watching and reacting properly. And they weren't, certain crowds, they love to be what? Contrary.
Yes, correct.
And those are annoying, especially when wrestlers are trying to tell a story and then you go and cheer the bad guy and boo the good guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, agree. I just want to jump into the first match because I have so much thoughts about KO versus Cody Rhodes.
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
Yeah, man. Like I was surprised, because like if you know, Cody and KO came into this with the least amount of hype, in my opinion, among all the matches, right? It's a pretty new rivalry. They are just friends trying to be competitive. So I wasn't feeling it much. But bro, this match itself, I'm gonna have a hot take here, bro. My favorite match of the night.
What?
Yes, even more than the main event. Crazy, right?
Even more than Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus the Unholy Onion? I mean, a union?
Bro, no, don't make fun of my eyeliner right there. Do not.
Okay, no.
Wait. Tobakin say, what up, boys? Wow, special timing today. I'm busy watching my Chelsea match. Chelsea will lose lah. Don't need lah.
I'm no comment. I'm no longer a football viewer, so I don't really care. But there is a hot take because I think there are at least two other matches that are more exciting, more crowd interaction, more storytelling. But I do agree that was a really good match.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go subjective, right? So like, I'll give you my reasons why. And you let me know whether you can at least relate to the reasons, right?
Okay.
Like, I felt this match kind of swerved every expectation I had of the match. Meaning, right, they could have done a very formulaic, like, best friends, and then, like, they got competitive, and then one guy turns heel, or, like, they show a bit of, like, disagreement, but ultimately they shake hands. But I felt like there was enough Easter eggs that that it's definitely good. This is the start of a potential heel turn for KO. But they didn't go about it in such an obvious way. I would say not obvious, but in such a typical formulaic way, right?
I know what you want to say.
Yeah.
Let me say it for you. They didn't rush it and do it in an AEW way. Okay, you're welcome.
Well, a bit more nuanced, my thoughts than that.
Bro, I'm running on 4 hours of sleep, okay? I'm good. You are getting unhinged, Mr. Young, today. FYI, perfect, everybody. Perfect, unhinged.
So I'll be the slow, chill, baritone voice, and you're the crazy guy.
I will be the John Moxley, and we will talk about him a little bit later. I'll be the lunatic fringe. But anyway, yes. Go on.
No. So what I'm saying is, like, I think this match made me care about Kevin Owens for the first time in a very long time, right? The commentators did such a great job hyping up the fact that he hasn't won a title in so long. Yes. They brought up this thing that I think I didn't pay attention to on SmackDown. They were targeting, like, whether Cody Rhodes had a knee problem as well.
Yes, the knee injury.
And
Yeah.
and that played into like the last part where they say, has KO lost his killer instinct? Why is he not attacking the knee? If he was the prize fighter, he would have done that. And then
Yes.
to the point that the commentator was shitting on him, like, hey bro, why you never take advantage?
Yeah,
Which is so rare. It's such a rare occurrence. All right. So like
It
I
is.
love every nuance of it. It made me pay attention more than a lot of the matches on the card.
They essentially took what we could, very honestly call a C storyline, and they just level it up a little bit. And like to your point, I agree with you 100%. They're doing it slowly. At the end of the match, I said, let Papa H cook. Because you know that he has something in store for Kevin Owens, right? Like, the whole, teasing the apron power bomb thing. You know what? This is, okay, I hate to compare, but Will Ospreay and his Tiger Driver. So it's like you had, okay, there are similar beats here in that, no, will he do it? Won't he do it? He doesn't want to be a horrible person doing it, but then he loses because I feel like in this case, they are going to do it better and they've already started it better.
Yeah. I mean, the best thing that the best praise I can give this match is I watched this match and came out wanting to see more, like from a feud that I didn't give a damn about. Like, this is just a side quest. Now I don't even want like Solo and Cody Rhodes Part 2. I just want KO like to do a series, like all the way to some Survivor Series. I want to see that Hilton, bro.
Look, the only like negative point for me in this match, there was no Tonga Mania. There was no Lower Mania, bro. Every PLE is better with my tribal chief Tonga Loa. Just saying.
I have time coded last week's episode, specifically the part where we had our praise, our tribute to Tonga Loa, and yes, he was sorely missed this week.
Like how he would miss. Anyway, so. We will talk about Tonga Loa a little bit later on. That aside, yes, I agree with you. I'm now invested in Kevin Owens. He's he's no longer just the kind of friend who is friendly competition. Yeah. And the hug at the end, he had a look. They zoomed in on his face. Did you see that?
Yes, I did. He was like, "Hey, Chibai lah, why you raise my head? I don't want lah."
Yeah. No, and then did you see him slap the cameraman?
Yeah, he did.
He slapped the camera away, like get the camera out of my face, right? So I'm like, ooh.
I love it. I like what Div said as well. Like, I love the swerves and tension in this match, right? That's exactly what I meant. Like, there was a lot of underlying emotions and like subtleties to this match that made me want to pay attention to this feud. So kudos to them.
Can we give Cody Rhodes his flowers? I mean, you and I, we've talked about how much, we love the guy and everything, right? But it seems like there are people out there who, and sure, you love Roman Reigns, whatever, but like Cody has elevated everybody in the ring that he's been in the ring with.
You know, people always say like, okay, now that Cody is a champion, he needs to go on a long title reign to at least like match up to Roman. I would argue he should go the other way around. I think he should drop his title randomly. Like, even to KO, I think he should. Like, here and there. Because I think his legacy shouldn't be competing with Roman to have the longest title reign. I think that should be just Roman's accomplishment alone. Yeah. I want him to be a fighting champion, but I also want him to be human.
Right.
Like, I think he can lose to KO and win it back just in time for Royal Rumble when The Rock comes back. You know what I mean? Like, why not? Because let him elevate other people. KO deserves that title run, man. It's been too long.
Well, now that we have Gunther holding on to a title and his whole thing is long title reigns, hey, we might just see Cody dropping the title, getting it back. Because you have two main titles, you can do that with one of them, right?
Yeah, and then he needs to be like a 20-time champion or something like Ric Flair or something, you know what I mean? Like,
lose, win back.
Yeah. So I think that could be his legacy, and knowing the guy that he is, maybe he wants to be a company man with or without the title.
Oh, talking about company man, like I see so many videos of him just taking time to like really spend time with the fans as well. Like he is the new Cena, if you think about it.
He is, and he's so glad that his WWE and wrestling as a whole has been represented by somebody like him. I mean, I would want him to be the ambassador for my company. He looks so good.
Exactly right. I mean, even like his hideous neck tattoo. I think most of us have forgotten about that already.
it adds to his like, okay, he needs to be a wrestler, got need to have a bit of age, but he can be well prim and proper, you know what I mean?
Make him lose to Tongaloa, says Stoverkin, and
Oh.
Stoverkin has the emotes. Oh my god, I love it. I love the emotes, bro. Okay, anyway.
Bring it back. Okay.
I will agree. I enjoyed the match. I enjoyed especially the storytelling. I wouldn't say this was the most entertaining match to me, but once again, it's subjective, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's the best of a good bunch, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's really what's your preference, but it surprised me as well, bro. Really surprised me as well, because I thought I was gonna be like a mark for the main event, which I am, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is kind of crazy considering some of the other matches we're going to talk about. But the next match, I think, is unanimous worst match of the.
Come on, brother. Okay, well,
Are we lying? Are we the liars? Are we lying to the gut? Like, really? Okay, first of all, you got Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. They're cold, right? They're trying to heat them up, tell this story. It doesn't really work. They got a huge pop when they came out because they look at them. Right now, Jade Cargill is all presentation. Okay? And the second the Unholy Onion came out, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. And I get it. You know, Isla Dawn, as the kids say, she got the gyat, right?
Yeah, man. She got it. Yeah.
You know about the gyat, right?
Yeah.
Look at Mr. Young hanging out with the Gen Alphas. Anyway, she got the gyat. Dude, when their music hit and they came out, I paid attention to it closely. I was like, okay, is the crowd even gonna react? Bro, there was not a sound. If they switched on the decibel meter by accident, it would be at 0, maybe -5. Dude,
it got me thinking, right, bro? Like, do you think they gave them the title as like a charity case?
Yes. It was done for the pop of the moment. They should
Scotland,
have,
right?
Yes, in Scotland. They should have never taken the titles of Bianca and Jade.
Yeah. I feel like it was a wrong move. Because they could have really gone on a long title reign and elevated everyone else, and still kept their allure. Because now they lost the title, right?
Yeah.
They had to win it back, and in the 2-3 months since they lost the title, they really haven't done much.
Okay, was one of them injured or they had to take time away or something? Because they were kind of just not there or not featured as much. So I'm wondering if maybe one of them had to go away for a while for, holiday or whatever. Like maybe that is what it is. But no, I agree with you. I would have rather them tell their story because we all know that the end game is Bianca versus Jade, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's because it's a mixture of things, right? Like, it was Scotland. They wanted to give at least one of the Scots a reign, right? And also, secondly, it's because I heard. Remember, Alba Fire's mom passed away right before the event or something.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was a charity case, lah. That's why.
Okay. I don't think. Yeah, maybe not that. It's probably the home crowd thing as well. But since they won the titles, they've also not really featured much, and whatever they've been featured in hasn't been, good. They are cold. And when they came out, I was like, oh my God, like literally nobody cared, And the match itself, first of all, Jade should stop wearing green because this is just low-hanging fruit because she's still green. Bro, I almost want to say she should just stick to very basic moves, like almost like a Gunther.
No, I understand why she's in the tag team. She definitely needs seasoning. She definitely needs somebody to guide her in the ring.
Yeah.
So this is the best spot for her. But I think what you mean is she should be the least experienced person in the ring at all times. She can't be like the third least experienced or what. I'm not saying that Alba Fire and Isla Dawn is inexperienced, but I feel like like Jade Cargill's greenness was exposed even more because I feel like the Unholy Union is also not like the most skilled in the ring. So it makes it way harder for us to enjoy the match.
I feel like, I don't know if this was a case of they just had zero chemistry. There was a lot of miscommunication. The accent too thick. I don't know what it was, but I swear, bro, I was watching it. I'm like, there were moments where they were literally like holding on to each other and having a freaking conference, a Zoom call. Like, I'm like, what the Like there was no
You got
smooth.
that. You got that right.
You caught it too, right? So it wasn't
Yeah.
just me. I wasn't just nitpicking. Like it was very bad, awkward timing all around. At one point, I was Isla Dawn's knee injured as well. Like she kept gripping onto it, but it didn't lead to a storyline. So I assumed that she legit tweaked her knee or something. It was just rough, bro. And once again, Jade, she tries to do power moves, but fancy power moves. I almost want to say just stick to scoop slams, power bombs, and like the basics, because
Keep it simple, yeah.
keep it simple so you don't expose yourself, because there are times where they're just trying to extra lift and then she like fumbles her a little bit. It's like it doesn't look smooth. It looks rough and not in a realistic way, not in a Gunther. It looks painful and dirty and not ballet way.
And also, like, to be really honest, I don't really like how she's so baby facey and like nice, like in WWE. Like I've always thought of Jade Cargill like in the most complimentary way, like a bitch lah. Like she got that attitude, you know what I mean?
Wait, what was that? That big show.
Yeah. No, you get what I mean, right? Like, okay, the one thing that AEW got right was in her presentation. She was like, shut up, Tony, or like, you know what I mean? Like, remember she had her own like faction or something where she called them all my bitches or something like that?
Sure.
I can't remember the name.
Okay, so then the question was asked in chat as well. Who should turn? Should it be Bianca? Should it be Jade? Right? I feel like they want to present Jade as a babyface.
Nah, she's not.
No,
she
you
should
don't
be the
think so?
heel. She should be the heel.
How
Bianca
about-
is a better babyface.
We all know Bianca's a better heel, though. We remember her in NXT, and here's the thing: if you are the heel, if Jade was the heel, but she can't go in the ring, that's like, ooh, you know what I mean?
Okay, you need a heel to dictate the match, right?
Yeah, so it's not gonna work. I feel like Bianca should, after they have a long title reign, right, should be the one slowly, the show cracks, and you don't have to immediately give us Bianca versus Jade. You can do Bianca versus Naomi, because Naomi is part of this group as well, right? So Bianca turning on Jade, Naomi kind of feud with Bianca for a while. It's like, oh, why I thought we were sisters. What are you doing? That kind of shit, right? So at least you prolong the payoff, because Jade is like your Omas at this point.
I get it. That's gonna be a very, very interesting swerve. Because most people will expect Bianca to be the good girl, right?
Yeah.
But actually, the more I think about it, Bianca as a heel would be definitely interesting, and it's different from everything she's done on the main roster, right?
Yeah, on the main roster. And bro, we need to see. And we had this conversation on my Twitch when I was, doing the watch along, right? Who's next for Rhea? Because, and I'm talking about from an athletic point of view, because we know that Rhea is like one of the best wrestlers, men or women, best wrestlers in the WWE right now, right?
Yes.
And Liv, she's not at her level, but storyline wise, we want to see it because of the storyline and emotional investment. I'm asking the question, who is the next Charlotte Flair to face off against Rhea Ripley? Because you remember those two had a great match of the year at WrestleMania, right?
Yep.
I feel like Bianca Belair could be that person, and Bianca as a heel versus Rhea Ripley that is fresh on the main roster.
I mean, that's always been the dream match, the next dream match, right? So but then I think they need to go through that Jade Cargill and Bianca dissolution first. If it happens earlier, then maybe they can do WrestleMania next year. I don't know. Hopefully.
Maybe next year, maybe the following year. They got time to tell the story, and they need time to cook Jade a bit more. She's still very raw.
Yeah. Let them season her.
So Bianca, Jade, they win. The first thing I said was they never should have lost to begin with, so I guess it makes sense. And it sucks for Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, because they're just gonna slide down now.
Yeah, I mean, at least she got gyat. She got the gyat.
She needs to bring the gyat back to NXT. All right, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, the strap match. And amazingly, this was the second worst match of the card to me. To me, anyway. The one that I enjoyed the second. I mean, I enjoyed this more than the tag team women's match lah. But I don't know what this says about the rest of the card being very entertaining and well built. Maybe that's what it means. But here's the thing. I would rather see CM Punk and Drew McIntyre disturb each other than actually fight. Does that make sense?
No, bro, I agree. I was just about to say that to you as well. Like, I'm paying money to watch them shit on each other and talk more than actually seeing them in the ring. Like, to me, the payoff is not in the ring.
No, yeah, 100%. I mean, first of all, we even called this, right? This has to be a CM Punk win because he needs to even the odds so they can have the rubber match, bad blood or whatever lah. Sure, that's fine. Okay, what are your thoughts on the strap match stipulation?
I hate it.
Yep.
Don't like it at all. Okay, there's one version of this that I like. Okay. One of my core memories is actually watching Eddie Guerrero versus JBL Texas Bull Rope match, Great America Bash, right?
Yes.
The bull rope variation of this I like because you have the cowbell
in the middle,
and the rope is like really long that you can do very interesting things with it. I remember like Eddie like slide out of the ring and then like run around the corner and then like make JBL slide down and baseball slide his dick into the corner, like interesting stuff like that, right? For some reason the strap match, the length is too short. You can't be creative, and like I would much rather see either a dog collar match, a better version of this, or a Texas Bull Rope match. The strap match is like the worst iteration of it, in my opinion.
You know what pissed me off the most about this strap match?
What?
The rules. It was the most bullshit rule set ever. And this is when my friend from Twitch, from the US who doesn't watch wrestling, he started watching from here. And he was like, I don't understand any of this.
Having to touch the thing 4 times for like shit, right?
But that's the thing. I get that you have to touch 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutively, right? But they would reset the light when the opponent hit them with a move.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what? Like, shouldn't the opponent touch the turnbuckle? Okay, then it cancels off the lights, right? The OCD in me was having a fit last night during this match because they try to explain it like, if I touch 1, I touch 2, and then my opponent touch another one, that's when you cancel. Like, you have to start the whole thing again. But they wouldn't do it. It was like CM Punk would hit 1, 2, 3. Before he hit the 4th one, Drew McIntyre hits him with a claymore or hits him with a slam. Oh, they reset the lights. I'm like, what?
I much rather it just be a straight up like pinfall and submission, you know.
Yeah, but with a strap, right? They're just the stipulation is they are strapped to each other.
Yeah. My issue with this is that while I understand you want to have the strap match because it's like it's a heightened level of violence, but not rubber enough that it ends the feud. You know, it can be like a middle of the series match. That's fine.
Also, it's not a quote unquote dangerous. How to put it? A dangerous stipulation in that. Yeah, it's not a structure. It's not garbage cans. It's just that one item.
Yeah. So it's like you know, as referee Ryan would attest to, like getting smacked like that it's not nice feeling. It hurts, but you know, you'll survive, right?
Yeah.
My problem with this is because they're supposed to hate each other, right? So if I hate like my opponent so much, why do I care about the rules of having to win this match? Like, I just want to beat his ass up, right?
Okay, I think they tried to play that out though. Like they tried to, in the sense that like, you know, there were moments where the commentators even alluded to it. It's like, just touch the turnbuckles but he hates him so much, that's why you need to hantam him a bit more. You know, I'll give you another example that annoys me, right?
Yep.
Climbing ladder match. For whatever reason, I know the reason is to heighten the anticipation. But these athletic mofos who on a regular day could probably climb a ladder in about like 2 seconds, suddenly in this match, whoa, so slow, exactly. Right? And that is like, it's like, okay, fine, you suspend your disbelief. But for the strap match, it's like, it's the same thing. Drew McIntyre hits CM Punk with a big move. CM Punk is like dead. And then like, you mean to tell me Drew cannot just jog around the ring and just hit all 4 real fast? No, he got to hit 1 and slowly walk to hit. And I'm like, oh god, this is hokey as fuck.
Yeah, not a fan of that. No. I really feel it should have been a dog collar match. Like that would have been the right amount of violence and the rules would be so easy. Like it's not even rules. You just beat him up, get a pin.
Like I said, a strap match without the touching the corners bullshit rule. Because they didn't even understand. That's my biggest gripe, is they didn't understand that rule in and of itself. Because
Yeah.
if you can't explain it to yourself, if the people pressing the lights don't know when to press the lights properly, then it's too complicated and you cannot expect anybody casually watching to understand this.
Yeah. Interestingly, after the match, right, CM Punk got the win.
Yep.
It was great, right? After the event, there was this post-match interview that she did with Katy Kelly.
Yeah, I
And
saw.
he said, right, like, oh, she asked, so is this over between you and Drew? And he was like, yeah, it's over. I'm gonna watch the main event. I want to see who wins. I'm gonna go for the title next. Is it a red herring for you?
Yeah, it is. He's just throwing you off the scent. Confirm Drew will want a third match.
Yes.
He is just he is working the crowd, right? As the winner, of course he would say, oh yeah, this is over. But Drew will have something to say for sure. And I look forward to it on Raw.
Yeah, interestingly, this is exactly the same thing Drew said after he won at SummerSlam, remember?
Yeah. So, there is precedent. They are definitely working towards a third match. And I am looking forward to the in-between stuff. Them disturbing each other. Whatever the match payoff is, I kind of don't care. That said, okay, I'm not saying this is a terrible match by any standards. They told a good story with the match. To me, what really lowered the match rating for me was the stipulation. It made it too complicated and convoluted.
For me, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre do not have the in-ring chemistry that their rivalry deserves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that already brings it down. And I think secondly, knowing CM Punk, his injury history and all the nonsense that happened and all that, I just want him to get through matches. I don't really care about the quality of the matches anymore. It's like watching John Cena right now. You don't care about the quality anymore.
But I mean, you get the butts in the seats because you're such a compelling character to begin with. So that is what sells it, right? And it's not a main feud. It's like a mid feud, which it has main event vibe. So it's fine. It's good for what it is. Just the strap match thing annoyed the piss out of me. It took away the enjoyment of the match. The match itself, like I said, was a good match. They did what they could to tell that story. I just really didn't like that stipulation.
Yeah. You know what? I still am excited to see the third match, and I have a feeling actually the one that will deliver is that Hell in a Cell match. Like the violence will be there, the story will be there. I think that will have a definitive to me lah.
Do you think it'll just be a regular cage match?
Nah, they're gonna do Hell in a Cell, bro. And you know what's a hot take?
What?
I want Drew to win.
Oh.
I want CM Punk to put over Drew.
Okay, but then where do we go from there? Because CM Punk, his whole reputation is he won't let go. He won't let things go, right?
Maybe they will do a stipulation where whoever wins, this is the last match, they can't challenge or fight each other anymore. Something like that. I don't know.
I mean, they can script something, I guess, but I don't know. It's weird, right? You have the heel win and then CM Punk just fucks off unless Seth Rollins comes back and he moves on to that feud.
Yes, maybe, or it can be an interesting shift in the character where CM Punk shows vulnerability and doubts. Maybe it's time for him to retire. You know, that kind of storyline?
Sure, yeah, maybe. Okay, there you go. That's CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. Like I said, I was most looking forward to this match. It ended up my fourth favorite match, i.e. second last.
Bro, it's not really a long list, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's true, right? And very easy to digest and watch. Once again, WWE PLEs, they are just made for busy, the common man like myself, the busy common man.
Yeah,
was
man.
to stay up for 3 hours till 4 a.m.
Speaking of busy common man, I just got a text from my girlfriend asking, is my podcast done already? So let's go forward.
All right, we got to truck through this. All right, Terra Twins versus the Judgment Day. I enjoyed this match from a sports entertainment perspective the most.
I was sports entertained.
Yes. The payoffs, were all there. Dom getting his comeuppance, Liv getting the comeuppance. But my one critique and criticism here is that, yes, they gave us all the, the good feels, the payoff, right?
Yep.
The Judgment Day looked like a bunch of chumps.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Absolute chumps.
I was just about to say that, there's no one from Judgment Day that has any manners or I thought Finn Balor would at least retain some of that, but he didn't in this match. It was so bad.
We were all speculating maybe Jey Uso can come out and help. At least with, you get Jey and Sammy to come out and help, you even the odds. So Judgment Day don't look like a bunch of bitches, right?
Yes.
No, the two of them just beat the piss out of the entire Judgment Day. So I'm like, I can't take the Judgment Day seriously anymore.
bro, like one time Rhea Ripley, one time Damian Priest can take out the entire Judgment. It's not even like a slog. Like it's
Yeah.
easy work for them, bro.
Yeah, cannot lah. So I feel bad for the judgment. I mean, for the Judgment Day, but I enjoyed the payoffs.
Oh, bro. But Terror Twins, bro, they have money written all over. I saw one comment, right, saying that they should challenge for the tag team titles, bro.
Oh,
Right?
so kind of like a China vibe where Rhea goes
Yeah.
for the men's titles,
Yeah, I think Rhea can go there. Like, I feel like she okay, maybe not a singles run. Maybe
Yep.
that's a bit too much, but like tag team title run with Damian Priest. Do you see how Rhea manhandle and like scissored Dom or something?
Yes, like stack. She high stacked Liv Morgan. That was woo.
Yeah, I mean all those aside, but like yeah, she can go with a man, bro. Like and she has the not just the physique, right, but the
Yeah.
wrestling ability. So
Yes, 100%.
go for
Like I
it.
said earlier, men or women, she's one of the top performers right now in the WWE. Do I think they'll do it? No, I don't think we
Yeah,
are at that stage.
maybe wishful thinking, but where does like Damien and Rhea go from? Okay, say for example they finish up with this
Mm,
whole issue, right, with Judgment Day. Where can they go? Because I feel like it's so good to keep them together. They
yeah.
feel like money, but what
Mhm.
other context can you keep them together unless it's a tag
Okay.
team?
Somehow you need to make Finn and Liv seem like a threat on Raw. They need
Yeah,
to course correct. Maybe I don't know, they do something dastardly to them, but they need to have the upper hand by Raw. If not, their heat is completely gone.
yeah. I hope Finn has a match with Damien and actually like beats him or like just
Mm,
shows some sort of violence to elevate the rivalry.
yeah.
Maybe Finn and Damien at Bad Blood sounds like a good match,
Yep.
so they should work towards that.
I think they should, and hope. But the problem is, right now, Finn still feels like a bit of a chum. You know, he's never like
Hmm.
he hasn't gotten the upper hand even once. Why do we even feel like he's a threat? You know?
Yeah, I agree. It's a bit tough, but for me the most interesting part about Judgment Day is them getting beaten up. So it's
Yeah.
like a bit sad. There's not manners lah, but
No,
yeah.
no. Okay, so there you go. Like once again, that was my most sports entertainment match. My favorite wrestled match is the main
Okay.
event of the evening.
Of course, it has to be, right?
Yeah, Gunther versus Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Mm.
Everything about this match is it's the reason. How do I put this in a way that I don't, make the AEW marks cry? Everything that Gunther is, he's a throwback, right? A power
Mm.
bomb is deadly when Gunther does it. A,
Yes.
a sleeper hole is a splash off the top rope can finish you off. I love this. It makes him so unique and different in
Mm.
landscape where now you need like 3 crossroads or 5 RKOs, or in AEW's case, you need to drop somebody on their neck with a tiger driver to finish a match. Sometimes not even.
Bro, 2024, right? In 2024, this is the kind of wrestling that I want to see, right? I want this to
Yes.
be the norm. Like to
Mm.
me, there's some quintessential matches that
Yep.
define an era.
Yep.
Like the work rate match, like Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, or Mr. Perfect and Bret Hart. Even like in the early Ruthless Aggression, Benoit and Angle,
Mm.
Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle, like those were like amazing matches. Later
Yep.
on, PG era, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels.
Yep.
Um, there's certain matches where like, man, if this was the style that this WWE does, man, I would be so happy watching. I can like focus. Remember that time, the black and gold era of
Yep.
NXT?
Yep. Yep.
There was those certain matches, and I mean, I'm sorry to say, like Adam Cole used to have awesome matches. Malachi Black, you know what I mean? Like the
What
era.
to be fair, okay, their matches was it's kind of what they do in AEW, but I think they toned it down a bit because Triple H, okay, don't go overboard with it. Now that
Yeah.
they have free reign, they just go overboard with that kind of like, the new style, as it were. Like, Bryan
Yeah.
Danielson loves to do this new style, right?
Yeah.
To me, this was, and a lot of it probably has to do with the fact that Randy just doesn't want to take all these unnecessary bumps. So
Which is smart of
yeah,
him, right?
he extends his career by years and years, by decades, and like he makes it more realistic. Every chop, he's like going to die.
Yeah, exactly, right? Remember that one part he should throw an F bomb? He cannot
Yeah,
fuck.
like Like, oh my God. And then you feel it because, Gunther lays it in. Randy's, it's like a perfect storm of, and Randy was so giving to Gunther.
Yeah.
To me, this was Randy passing the torch to Gunther. He made Gunther.
Yeah.
Everything he did to him, like, he made Gunther feel like a next level wrestler.
Yeah, you know why it's so good, and you brought up a great point, right? Because both of them, right, came from this old school mentality of less is more.
Yep.
Lay your shit in, snug but safe.
Yes.
So everything that they did, right, I felt every single move. There wasn't no wasted motion, as they say. The way Randy sells and moves in the ring, it just comes up so well against like a juggernaut like Gunther, who, even though, right, if you really look closely, right, actually Randy is bigger than Gunther.
Bro, Randy is bigger and taller than Gunther. It's so weird.
Yeah, I know, but the way they fight, I feel like Gunther is the menace, like the bigger threat.
Yes.
So it's a testament to how Randy sells the match. And you know, I'm such a huge fan of Randy. And the best part about Randy Orton is like he just keeps getting better with age.
Right. To me, what's crazy is that the biggest spot, quote unquote, in the match was a backdrop on the announce table. If you think about it, a backdrop it's the simplest thing. The crowd was like, holy shit. I was like, okay. I respect them so much more for this than, like freaking like jumping off a ladder onto real glass.
Bro, think about it, right? Like if I was a main eventer and you tell me, okay, for my main event match, the biggest spot I have to do is just to take a back bump on the table. Like that's my move.
Yeah,
bro.
Because well, it's not just the show, right? But they are so smart. This is just smart. You are extending your career, your health, protecting yourself, and telling a story in the ring, as opposed to doing 10,000 flips.
I'm so happy in 2024, right? A sleeper hold can finish a match,
dude.
Right.
So I've been saying this, right? Like, UFC, mixed martial arts, is so predominant in our media now, and one of the most common submission maneuvers in the UFC is
a sleeper.
It's a rear naked choke. It's a sleeper, right? So I've been saying like, hey, someone should bring back the sleeper as a legit finish. And it's not like, the sleeper of old is like, oh, put it on. No, here you had Randy fight out of it. Gunther had to like elbow him in the neck several times. And we all know Randy has neck issues, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw the final one, the final sleeper. Gunther actually hooked his leg. Oh shit! No leg.
Oh my god! Are you gonna show me your legs?
He actually hooked using his leg, hooked Randy's arm. So Randy only had one arm to try to pull it out, and he couldn't. It's smart, bro.
So smart. And also, there's this one part he managed to break out of the sleeper, and then this Gunther bro back chop his neck or something. He was like, oh shit!
Right, and then like we all cringe, and then there's like sweat flying everywhere. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Dave said the best thing. Gunther versus Orton was such a master class.
Yes. Master class in not just the wrestling, but also in passing the torch on. Like, then the handshake too at the end.
Yeah. Did you expect that, right?
No, I did not expect that. Yeah.
I thought it was going to be an RKO. I thought it was going to be Gunther being an asshole. But you know what it reminded me of?
What?
Remember last year, SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar shook like Cody Rhodes' hand, almost as if like this wasn't part of the script, but he just wanted to give his stamp of approval somehow.
Correct. Yeah. Dave says the ending, does it mean that it isn't over because it's not technically a clean win? It's a clean win, what? It's literally she literally passed out from like it was as definitive a win as you can get. You literally put the dude to sleep.
I think this resolved the issue from the first match in the King and Queen of the Ring, where it wasn't a clean finish and there was a lot of like controversy with it. This really put the stamp, and I think the whole point, even though Randy did give a lot of jeopardy, like we were thinking like maybe got chance like 15 title run, but this was always the plan, putting over Gunther strong.
But now the question is, who's Gunther's next opponent? We speculated, we were praying and hoping and, Brock Lesnar, but none of that happened, right? Yeah. Which, looking back, that's fine.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a left field choice. But since Kevin Owens is getting title shots with Cody Rhodes, why not Sami Zayn gets a run again with
Oh my
Gunther.
god. Do we? No, I think we already saw Sammy Gunther, so maybe somebody else.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But maybe there's a couple of baby faces like, Jey Uso is not doing anything.
Jey Uso's in the Intercontinental hunt right now.
Yeah. Oh, yes. That's true. That's true. But yeah, my prediction, my hope was Brock Lesnar last week. But I guess you have to watch Raw this week to find out, bro.
CM Punk.
Well, that's what CM Punk alluded to. But man, Drew McIntyre's got something to say about that.
Well, maybe CM Punk gets the title shot, but gets screwed out of it by Drew McIntyre.
That could be interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
unless like Drew McIntyre waits a couple of weeks, he like hides in the shadows, and then like in the next PLE that happens, and then he can work towards Bad Blood. I don't know. Maybe.
Wait, no, but Bad Blood is the next PLE already.
Oh yeah. No, there is
October.
one big event in between.
Huh?
No, not a PLE, but SmackDown and Raw. No, not Raw, but SmackDown is making a debut on the USA Network, right? It's gonna be a big deal.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll put well, and this is the Raw title, so CM Punk's not going to be on SmackDown.
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. I'll be remiss to say before we give our overall grade for the event, right? That it's Liverpool versus Man U happening right now, and Liverpool just scored the first goal. Just saying.
Hey, you'll never walk. I don't know. I fake one. I don't watch football. Okay, yes. I give this a solid 8 upon 10 just for the strong storytelling all around. If you are like, high work rate matches, I don't think we saw a lot of it here.
Yeah, we are grading it based on WWE, right? Because we're not basing on overall PLE pay-per-views with other companies, right? It's just WWE, right?
Honestly, if you ask me to grade it against other PLEs, I would also give it an 8 upon 10.
Yeah, okay, cool. Interestingly, I would say I enjoyed this more than All In. But I might think that in terms of just hype level and how I felt after the show, I think SummerSlam still aged it a bit for me.
Yes.
I mean, come on, yeah.
If you looked at this card on paper, right? This is a B pay-per-view, B PLE. No doubt. But if you just judge it based on what it is, yeah, I think it is a very solid. Oh, by the way, that goal you talked about disallowed, huh, bro?
Hey, chibai lah. I just saw. Thanks to Overkin for ruining my day.
You will always walk alone. Okay.
I love how you just turned.
Chat, jump in. Yes. Give us your number grade, letter grade, whatever for Bash in Berlin. Once again, even though I was like fighting the Z monster, Gunther's chops woke me up. Okay, and made it worth staying up till 4 a.m. to catch. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah, I'll give it a good 8. I would say, I mean, two of my favorite wrestlers, had matches on this card, like Randy Orton, CM Punk.
Yeah.
Gunther is well worthy of the main event, and Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens surprised the hell out of me. Made me enjoy the show. So yeah.
Let's not forget the Gyat.
But if I want to see the Gyat, I don't need to go on WWE. I can see through other mediums, so it doesn't matter. Just saying. So yeah, generally.
Who was the last person to message you, bro?
No, I'm just talking about other mediums of entertainment, bro. Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Who's Gyat are you looking at in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Clearly She-Hulk. Okay, anyway.
Okay, Tobakin and Diveralty both say 7. No major turns.
Okay. Terror Twins motivated me to stay awake for sure.
But it was generally, I feel, and I think everybody agrees, it was a very easy watch, which is what WWE has been very good at doing. Easy, watchable, fun pay-per-views or PLEs.
Quick question, bro. Do you think 5 is enough? 5 is too little or 5 is too...
5 is perfect. What they're doing now is great. Don't add any more. By the time the last one, the match went, I was like, oh shit, they actually went longer than I expected. I thought this would end at 3:45 because that was what it stated on the WWE network.
They went overboard, huh?
Bro, unless I will give an extra star like Dovahkiin if there was a Tonga Loa on the card.
This is gonna be our freaking hand sign going forward, bro.
Okay, that's the WWE Bash in Berlin. The next one is WWE Bad Blood. I can't wait for that. But let's talk about the next NXT pay-per-view, which is in literal hours, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be out watching this live. I'll probably watch it after the fact, lah. But I'll be honest, I haven't been diligently watching NXT because of, life. And NXT is weird. It's like, it will get me hooked for a couple of episodes, and after that, I can give it a miss. I have this sort of I dip my toes in it. Half of it is like eye roll. The other half is like, oh, very interesting, like your Oberfemis. And even like Wesley stuff, like his recent heel turn was pretty cool. Joe Hendry, obviously. Yeah. But then there's the Wendy Choos.
I saw Rosemary from TNA debut in NXT last week. That was an interesting development, and she's apparently like involved with Wendy Chu. My thing for watching NXT now, I mean, I don't watch NXT all the way through. So even I can't tell you what's the cut for this NXT No Mercy. I really can't give thoughts, but Joe Hendry as the main event, I mean, with Ethan Page, like that's definitely I'm curious. I'm really curious what they're going to do with Joe Hendry in NXT, bro.
Shawn Michaels is making these like big internet moves, and they can afford to do it because they are the developmental brand. They can be experimental, right? You can't do this on the main roster, so this is the perfect place to do it. All right, let's very quickly round down the card. Wesley versus Zachary Wentz. Wesley turned on his, friends, and this is like the grudge match, which, I think this is going to be a flippy-floppy match, to be honest.
I have no idea who Zachary Wentz is.
He's Wesley's ex-partner lah.
Okay. Clearly didn't make an impression on me, but Wesley, I know. So Wesley's for the win.
Okay, remember when Wesley and, was it Nash Carter?
They were a team, right?
They were the tag team, and then he got into trouble because of some controversy. He got fired. Then Wesley became a solo, right? But then recently he was cleared, and he now works for TNA. So now having the TNA thing, he came back. And they did the whole hug, we're all best friends shit.
They were used to be a tag team or something in TNA or something like that, is it?
The Rascals.
The Rascals. Oh, okay, I've heard his name before. Okay, cool.
No, and they were a tag team. Wesley, MSK. There you go.
MSK. Okay, so I remember their tag team name. I don't remember the other guy's name. So Wesley for the win. Because I really like Wesley as a talent. I think he's a much better Leo Rush.
He's much more likable, yes. This seems like the match they always wanted to do but never got the chance to do because Zachary Wentz, aka Nash, whatever, got fired. And now they are like, okay, since now TNA and us are buddy, we can do it lah. That's what it seems like to me.
Interesting. But again, I don't care.
Look, this will be your if you like the flippy stuff, this will be your flippy match of the card.
Okay.
All right.
You got to sell the card to me because I really have no context of these people.
Chase University versus Nathan Frazier and Axiom. I like Nathan Frazier. Huh? You like them? I have never liked Chase University except for the one girl in Chase University. I think she has a lot of potential.
Tia Hale,
yes, right? Thank you very much. I love her so much, I forgot her name. She reminds me of like a Molly Holly. Like she's always so eager, but she's way more like energetic and frantic than Molly Holly. But they give me that same vibe. Very likable.
I don't like Chase U because they put Duke Hudson in it, and I think Dante Chen should have gotten way more upside. But Duke Hudson got the push. So
now Rich Holland is in Chase University. And then there was that,
What a come down.
Yeah, from the Brawling Roots to Chase University. And then they had this whole thing where Rich is trying to prove that he's a nice guy, a good guy. He's trying to join shit. I did not. Every time they do their backstage skit where they are in a classroom, I groan, I roll my eye, and I do something else. I hate it.
Yeah, we're spending way too much time on this match.
Let's move on then.
Let's move on.
NXT Women's North American Championship singles match. Kalani Jordan, who has impressed, even though when she won the title, remember we were all like, who? Yeah. She's since impressed, and we can tell why she won lah. Wendy Chu. Wendy Chu seems like Nikki Cross, but from Timu. Budget, like YX6 thing, you know?
Yeah, honestly, I thought actually the gimmick had potential. Like when she became a bit evil. When you remember she came back and she suddenly was like this sleepy girl, but she's a bit evil. I thought the Purge giving me the Purge vibes, but it just didn't do much with it. Like there wasn't no follow up, so I didn't like that.
Yeah. It's 2024. If you're gonna do a supernatural gimmick, you better make it very compelling. And She's literally a sleepy devil. I don't even know what the hell she is. You know what she is? She is like Alba Fire and the Gyat. Okay?
Bro.
Isla Dawn is now the Gyat. They are ideas. They are not fully fleshed out characters. They are like, oh, we have an idea for a character. We'll insert a little bit. Oh, we are witches. But have they done anything witch related? Even if you want to go all in on that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's what Wendy Chu is. So,
bro, this is like the worst new generation era gimmick that you can think of. You know, it fits in that era.
Yeah,
but not the best one, you know?
No, absolutely not. Okay, the next match I think is going to be one that a lot of people are excited for. But it's kind of like, okay lah, Obafemi's going to win lah. Because really, Tony D?
Nah. To me, I don't even think Tony D
deserves?
Not even deserve lah. To me, okay, you see, I remember the 4 NXT 2.0 breakout stars. Remember they had that match in the, what was it? They had that cage. They had that cage match with the NXT originals from Black and Gold. War Games, like a War Games, remember?
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah, so it was like Braun Breaker, Grayson Waller, Tony D, and who's the fourth one?
I forget.
No, Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes versus
then you had
DIY.
Ciampa DIY, got Gargano. So basically the OGs lah.
The OGs, yeah.
You see who's the one that is the odd one out, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's still in this spot. Tony D, it's not a good gimmick, bro.
Him and Chase University, same problem. This is an 80s gimmick that, like, you know, he's the mafia boss, Tony D. Okay, whatever. Like, calm down, you know?
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
Again, new generation era gimmick. Even full-blooded Italians was more menacing. Remember them?
Yes. No, bro, that was all Nunzio. Nunzio was the best.
Yeah.
So let's...
Obafemi all the way, bro.
Oh yeah, we are all Oba feminists here. Roxanne Perez versus Jada Parker. I actually like Jada Parker as a character. I haven't paid enough attention to know what she's like in the ring. But I actually like whenever she cuts promos, she has this like pissed off face that's very. How do you put like? She looks legit when she acts.
So she's a natural.
She's a natural. It's one of those skills that's very hard to like, you know, put a pin on it. But when you look at her, she seems authentic.
But that's great. Like you know, like Sami Zayn or like Kevin Owens, they're just genuine. In their performances. So I agree with you. I haven't seen enough of Jada Parker again to make an opinion. What's exciting me about this match is not really the match. It's the potential debuts that we are hearing, bro. Do you know, right?
No, tell me.
Bro, so there's rumors that we're going to see Stephanie Vaquer, to pronounce her name, and Julia appearing on this show.
How? As in just like random, hi, I'm here, or...
No, if it was me, I would want to see both of them appear at the end of this match to face off against Roxanne. That would be so interesting. Yeah.
And be all like, I want your title. No, I want your title. That's sort of a deal lah.
No, remember, okay, imagine this, after Roxanne retains, because clearly we are all overlooking Jada Parker at this point. It's like, no one in this world is as good as me. You can find anyone from all other countries, freaking Mexico, Japan, none of them can fight me. And next thing you know, you have the best of Mexico and the best of Japan.
Oh, God. Okay, would it be too much of a... Like, I like the idea of somebody stepping up to Roxanne, but I'm not sure about debuting two people at once. Because it takes away the shine from that one person debuting. I give you a classic example. Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson. Same night, Adam Cole's debut immediately was like... Everyone forgot already.
Then again, they did it recently with WWE. Randy Orton returned, followed directly by CM Punk. So,
bro, that is like another level.
No, I
like
get
that
it.
is you can't even make that comparison.
No, I think there's a precedent to it.
Then you might as well say, oh, John Cena and Undertaker at WrestleMania. Like that's the comparison you're making, bro.
I'm not saying that they're the star level of those people. I'm just saying that WWE has done this before when they have debuted two people at once. I'm just saying.
Okay. Julia and Stephanie Vaquer, yes, they are big names where they're from, but they need to be debuted in a big way in North America. I don't think it serves them well to debut together. Just give me one or something like that. Like, separate debuts.
Bro, I'll take them both, man. Right now, man. I'm free. Like, come on, right now.
He got the alcoholic wipes and everything, man.
Okay, we need to.
Let's get to the main event.
Let's roll. Yeah.
Ethan Page, Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Okay. Trick Williams is the special guest referee here. I don't think that Joe Hendry will, suddenly become the NXT champion lah. If anything, this serves to extend the feud between Ethan Page and Trick Williams. They're going to have their whole issue. I have a feeling Trick, being the good guy, he will begrudgingly count the pin. That's the finish. He will I don't want to count the pin, but I have to do the right thing. And that's how Ethan Page wins.
Yeah, I think Joe Hendry will make a great impression of himself. He will have a great match. The crowd will be behind him. But again, yeah, you're right. I think Trick Williams and Ethan Page is the destination point they're trying to get to.
Yeah.
Joe Hendry is like that fun side quest, at least from NXT's point of view. But
yeah,
I think Joe Hendry is meant to be the TNA World Champion. That's going to be his ultimate destiny.
Well, I mean, you never know, I think in a lot of ways, this run that he's having in NXT is probably an audition also. Like, all right, let's see if you're really, worth your salt. And I think he's done very well for himself. I wouldn't be surprised if down the road, they actually sign him full time.
Oh, he deserves it, man. I mean,
he does.
It's not just him being viral. It's really, if you really watch him in the ring, right, he's good, bro. He's good.
Yeah. It just took the virality to take him to the next level and to get people to notice. And sometimes that's what you need, right? Like a lot of the best wrestlers, there are amazing wrestlers out there, but they have no personality and they can't get seen. Unfortunately, this is a business of presentation and spectacle.
Yeah, the best example I will give, like the term will be like a 20-year overnight sensation. That's what I call Joe Hendry, right?
Yeah. That's a great way to put it. So that's NXT. If you're waking up at 7 a.m., was it 7 a.m., 8 a.m., whatever, to watch it, well, good on you. I'm going to watch it after I wake up. I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it on my way to work or something.
There you go. One more thing we need to talk about, and we'll be quick with this one because, quite frankly, I'm not even going to bother watching it. Like, I was thinking, and this is a Saturday pay-per-view, so Sunday morning for us in Singapore.
Ooh, yeah. So actually got a reason to, if you wanted to.
Yeah, but I'm not going to, and I'm not paying $30 for this. Originally, All Out was supposed to have been the week after All In, but because last year that's what it was, right? And then people complained so much, they're like, okay, let's move it 1 week back. It's Labor Day or some sort of a holiday in the US. That's why they did the double thing. But this year they're like, okay, let's not. Either way, it's still too freaking close to that big pay-per-view you just had.
Yeah, it's too close. But I would say that at least they tried to build up some of the feuds so that even though it wasn't on the All-In card, there's a payoff at All Out.
See, I talked about how WWE has A, B, C storylines, right? Once your A storyline resolved, B becomes A, C becomes B, and you heat up other shit, right? They always have something, even if they had this weird situation where they have two pay-per-views, they can they can very easily have two pay-per-views with two main events that people want to see, with A and B storylines, right? If you look at the card for All Out, it's literally first match, Will Ospreay versus Pac. They literally just started this, with Pac coming out, Poison Ranaing Will Ospreay on the ramp. Yes, it's a cool visual, but what the are you doing? Like, look, the Poison... I'm getting worked up, bro.
Take your time.
The Poison Rana as a move is one of those moves, if it is pulled off, I blame people like, who used to do it all the time in NXT? Like Adam Cole, that group lah.
Yeah, the Undisputed Era, one of them.
Yeah, I blame them for this bullshit because it is the dumbest move mechanically if you think about it. If somebody suddenly jumps on your shoulder and flips back, you are not going to do a backflip for no reason. Like, it makes no fucking sense. It's one of those moves you have to cooperate, and therefore, in the context of reality, making it look real, it looks cooperative, and thus it looks like shit to me.
You know who's the best seller of the Poison Rana, bro?
Will?
Tama Tonga.
Yes. You know what? Here's the thing. I love that you brought that up because that is naturally how someone would react. If somebody jumps on your back, for no reason, and you're like, what the fuck? You know, at the worst, you fall down or you fall forward. You know, you don't fucking backflip suddenly. Oh my god.
So you're saying tangga tong sorry.
Tangga.
Tonga Loa.
Bro,
Tonga Loa
Tonga
took the
Loa
move,
Mania.
right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh my god, yes. I'm saying that Tonga, you can clip this. I'm saying that our tribal chief, Tonga Loa, took the Poison Rhino. Poison Rhino?
Okay, good.
Took the Poison Rana exactly how it should have been taken. I.e., you just fucking fumble and fall to the ground incoherently because it doesn't make sense. When you run behind someone, you hantam them, they fall down. That makes sense, correct?
Yeah. Okay, I got a question. So Park won the trios title with PCC, right? So at All In, he was a babyface, correct?
Yeah.
Now he's a heel.
Bro, it's all shades of grey, bro. You cannot think along the lines of black and white. What are you, a simpleton? Come on, bro.
Okay, you know what? Will Ospreay to retain because for fuck, why Park was the one going to win? Like, just hasn't done anything.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, this is literally a D feud. They just started this feud for no reason. I'm sure they'll have a fucking athletic match. There's no doubt about this, right?
Yeah.
But I don't give a fuck about this match.
Yeah, it does. Especially after they just came down for MJF, so like...
yeah, exactly. And Park is a trios champion and he's off doing his singles thing now.
Honestly, this could have been an interesting match if they actually built to it.
Yes. But everything can be, that's like a moot point. Everything can be interesting if it's built. But nothing in AEW is ever built properly. So, okay.
Referee Ryan said this is a great example of the effect of Tonga Loa. You will be speechless.
But bro, what you brought up was absolutely right. Tonga Loa sold the Poison Rana exactly how it deserves to be sold. Just fall down backwards, confused. Okay, before we go to the rest of this card, right? A few things we need to bring up. Ricochet had a match with Kyle Fletcher, a glorified mid-carder. Have they already dropped the ball with Ricochet?
Give it one more month. Probably you will think of Ricochet the same way you think of Miro, which is not, you won't think of him. Basically.
But to be fair, if he I will not begrudge him for going for the bag. Look, get your money while you can and hang out with your friends. Why the frick not, right? But if anybody thinks that Ricochet is suddenly going to become a major star because he went to AEW, I have a rude awakening for you. He's just going to have that one match with Will Ospreay that Dave Meltzer is going to cream his pants about, and then that's it. That's it. That's all that's going to happen with Ricochet.
Yeah, I won't be surprised, bro. I really won't be surprised. We shall see. See. As of now, Ricochet is like 0-1 to me.
Yeah.
Because he lost one match and he won one match. So like
1-1 lah. 1-1. He lost the Casino Battle Royale, whatever the hell that was.
Yeah.
And he beat a mid-card. Look, if you wanted him to come in as a legit guy, have him come in and beat Pac. Have him beat
somebody that is established but doesn't have a random feud, you know.
Bro, I find it so hard to even think of somebody legit in AEW because nobody is legit there.
Oh well. Okay, let's just power through the rest of the card.
Isn't that concerning? The
fact that
I'm like, okay, who? I can't think of a person other than your Will Ospreay and your MJF lah, you know? Anyway, okay, the other thing that I want to bring up first, and I want to get your thoughts. John Moxley's return. All right? That was the big thing. He comes back, he gets on the mic. Oh God. He cuts a promo in front of Tony Schiavone and tells Tony Schiavone, this is not your company anymore. What the does that mean? So the internet is buzzing about it, like, oh my God, does he mean Shane McMahon is coming in to take over? First of all, why would he promo that to Tony Schiavone? It isn't Tony Schiavone's company. So was he talking to Tony Khan through Schiavone?
Seems like it. I mean, he said, Tony, I want to speak to you, and then you won't get it, or no one will get it right now, but you'll soon get it, something like that, right? But the way he's saying it, I definitely is not at Tony Schiavone. I think he's speaking through Tony because of the mic or whatever it is at Tony Khan. The more interesting assumption is the fact that he's so-called representing Shane McMahon, and they're gonna preview some sort of incoming war. Is it some sort of prophet giving a prophecy or some shit like that was going, like a warning or
Okay.
something.
So if you know your WCW history, that's exactly, okay, not exactly. That's kind of what happened, right? Who was it already? Kept saying they're coming, you know?
Was it the Outsiders?
Yes, the Outsiders. So they broke in and then they were like alluding to a third member. Also, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was very NWO-esque, right? So I think that's where they're drawing inspiration from.
I see.
Like they're selling the fact that, oh, there's this like, you know, for all we know, right? It's going to be some indie. It's going to be that his best friend. What's that guy?
Nick Gage.
Nick Gage, yes. For all you know, it's going to be Nick Gage, bro.
Just keep him in the indies, bro. Enough. Okay.
Okay, anyway,
okay. One thing I would like to say is actually he looks good botak, bro. He looks actually more menacing. So.
Well, sure. I mean, he did dress up a little bit different, but what about his friends in the BCC? Has he abandoned his friends in the BCC?
Yeah, Bryan Danielson.
Yeah. He went off and did all this shit, right? And then he got, this company doesn't belong to you anymore. Do the BCC know about this? Does the world champion friend of yours know about this side quest that you got on?
It would have been so much more better. I didn't watch that much, I wouldn't know. If they actually had a backstage segment where like the BCC was welcoming him back, hey, welcome back, and he was like, brush them off. That would have been very interesting if they had done that.
I saw another segment. I don't know if it aired on Dynamite or what. I think it did because he was wearing the same thing, right? He was backstage and then somebody asked him like, oh, what's going on? What did you mean? And then suddenly he had a friend beat that interviewer up.
It was Marina Shafir.
Yes.
Yes, it was Marina Shafir. Yes.
So did he just create a new faction with arguably the individual with the worst promo ever done in the history of pro wrestling?
Do you remember her? The Problem?
The Problem? Oh God!
Dear God. From Moldova.
Like Marina. Oh, what? Maybe they're finally, putting her to good use. But like, you got Marina Shafir and you got Moxley teasing effect. Like, I don't know, man. None of that has aura, right?
I don't know. I mean, I've always had not say I have a soft spot for Moxley. I always wanted him to do well.
Sure.
Because I think he was the first like legit renegade that left WWE for AEW. So there's always that with him. But of course, in recent years, he has just been terrible. Like even when he won the New Japan World Championship or something like that, right? IWGP Championship, I was like, why? This is like a terrible move. This is not the 2019 Moxley. Yeah, that would have been awesome. But there's just nothing. So I think he really needs a refresh. And if this leads to a refresh in his character, I'm gonna give it a chance to see what happens. But I don't know, man.
Unfortunately, some people just need to be directed and need to be produced and not be given full reign.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris Jericho is the prime example of this, right? Yeah. And unfortunately, unless Shane is the one who's, sort of putting this storyline together, I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, we shall see. But yeah, how many matches are on the card? Because I'm curious how many matches can they build in 1-2 weeks?
6, bro. 6. Okay, Willow Nightingale versus Chris Statlander. That's an existing feud, so at least this makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine. Right? I like that.
And it's a 1-on-1. It's a Chicago street fight. They can't.
Now that sucks.
Yeah, they can't just leave it as it is, right? No, because I think they are in Chicago.
Yeah, they are in Chicago.
Whatever. I hope the CM Punk chance drown them out. Swerve Strickland. Oh, that's why Young Bucks are on this card, huh? Swerve versus Hangman Page. Steel cage match. Okay, this is a feud that has gone on and is, to me, gone on way too long already. To me, they should have moved on from this match, this feud. But because there's history, I guess it makes sense for such a short build-up, right?
Bro, remember the last match that they had? One fella drank the other fella's blood.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna top that?
One fella gonna drink the other fella's urine. I don't know.
While climbing the cage.
Yeah.
Golden shower. Okay.
Wow, we have this is really kicked to the gut after hours, yeah.
After hours indeed, yes. Okay.
I have no doubt this will be a bloody, gruesome, disgusting match. And there is a sick, twisted part of me that wants to watch it. But from a standpoint of, do I care about them fighting against each other again? Absolutely not. No. And
Yeah.
Swerve is now back to being a heel or face.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's like?
No idea. I really can't justify. Okay, but one thing I did like about the promo was Swerve guaranteed like this is not the last time you'll see me as champion. Actually, his match with Bryan Danielson actually makes me see him as a world contender right now.
Yeah.
So at least that's a good thing. But I guess he's on this side quest now. He's like the Damian Priest lah, having to fend off Finn Balor. What do you think of Hangman Page though? Like currently his current character.
I don't hate it. To be honest, it's not lighting the world on fire, but it seems like a good fit. You know what I mean? And I can see, and I can see if they sort of, let it play out a little bit more. We see more of it, and there's better character development and storyline with it. He could become a potential international champion contender at some point.
Yeah, I think this is actually his best character in AEW. Like since being in AEW, he has this age that we used to criticize him for not having. Remember when he was bland and nice and all that shit?
Yeah.
So at least there's this desperate, crazy guy, I think fits his character. But again, like you said, we've already seen a lot of this feud. I thought there was already a resolution, but they're gonna go back to this maybe, like you said, because it's an existing feud. They don't have time to build new feuds.
Yeah, and to your point, I don't see how they can top their previous match.
Yeah.
So I don't want them to do something crazy that is like gratuitous.
If we are playing 2K, right, this will be like, oh, this rivalry is stale. Please move on. You know what I mean?
Exactly. The next. In all metrics, the next match makes sense, right? But absolutely nobody in their right mind wants to see it unless you are a goddamn mark. But apparently this guy just signed a new deal as well. So, Tony Khan got to put him out there, right? And I read rumors, actually, that the deal that this guy signed and other re-signees as well at AEW is like spoil market type of deal. Like, people of their level would not ever be paid this amount in WWE.
So basically, he just did a Chelsea lah. Just bought overpriced players lah.
Sure. The match I'm talking about, MJF versus Daniel Garcia. Okay, I can't fault it for not having a story, right? Because there is a story.
Yes.
Yeah. But I do not give a fuck about Daniel Garcia. I don't Am I a horrible person? MJF dropped him on his head, quote unquote, ended his career almost. But he comes back, takes off the mask, has the most blank, like, this fella got no emotion on his face. It's just like, and I'm not like,
okay,
I'm
to
not
be fair,
saying, I'm not saying I'm some,
the crowd popped for that. I mean, despite the blank expression, the crowd in Wembley was like, yo, holy shit, it's Daniel Garcia.
Yeah.
So there was a reaction.
Sure, but Daniel Garcia is not him. He literally is like zero aura.
Bro, your Gen Z slangs and phrases are on point, man, on this podcast.
I've been spending too much time on TikTok. But like the dude literally has no aura whatsoever.
You know what? This is a step down for MJF, my opinion.
Massive. He just fell down the stairs.
Daniel Garcia is a guy that they've been trying to push, but I don't see what's so good about him,
Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta are like same boat. Like literally two guys, for whatever reason, maybe they're really, really nice guys and there's nothing wrong with that. But in terms of having an X factor, like drawing ability, zero. Kosong.
Bro, to me, they're perfect for Ring of Honor, mid-card, TV title, which they did fight over. Yeah. Or even like, I don't know what is the lower tier now because the International Championship, the TNT, all like same. Maybe they should fight over the FTW Championship, something like that. I would say they are like mid-carders lah. But I guess they're trying to use MJF to build up Daniel Garcia. But my argument would be there's so many other people that can use this spot or need this spot and be better for it.
But they don't have the history, so they need the match. Here's your side quest. So I honestly, if Daniel Garcia beats MJF, that would be a huge shock.
Yeah, it would be. MJF needs to be the world title picture, bro. That's what it is.
Not fighting some mid-carder. Anyway. Next one. Mercedes Moné versus Hikaru Shida.
Why?
Aren't they both heel?
I don't know. Honestly, I do not know what's been happening with Hikaru Shida. Why Hikaru suddenly jumped to the top of the queue or the front of the queue?
Cause none of this shit makes sense, and they just needed to have a match with the most expensive signing. So
Wait, so what? Britt Baker just move on from Mercedes Moné just like that?
I don't know. Maybe Britt Baker will interfere, law. You know.
Yeah. You know what? Why not Jamie Hayter, bro? Someone who just returned. Doesn't she need the heat more?
Yeah, true. Okay, okay, Britt and Hikaru Shida had like a huge feud a long time ago, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe there's something there. Maybe Britt Baker, she hates Mercedes so much she comes in and actually helps Hikaru Shida. I don't know. There could be something there.
Okay, maybe something happened on Dynamite that I have no context to that led to this match, but Hikaru Shida is cold, bro. It's cold.
She's been cold for a long time. Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
cold, bro. Yeah.
Finally, here we go. The
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I know it's hard. But we gotta go power through it, Mr. Yan. Let's go.
the main event.
Unhinged Mr. Young is the best.
Bro. The main event is Bryan Danielson versus Jack Perry.
Chao Chibai lah. Okay. Maybe their logic is, this was the second Jungle Boy and Darby Allin's second match on the card, or second last match on the card from the last pay-per-view. He won. He deserves to be elevated to the world title picture. Whatever, right? Bro, just freaking won the TNT championship, and then you're completely going to disregard the title and go for the world title. What does that say about the TNT title?
Okay, first of all the titles are equally prestigious, okay?
Okay, fine.
We don't play that. But
okay.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about this match. Bryan Danielson is going to try his darndest because he can't help himself to make Jack Perry look like a world title contender, because that's just Bryan Danielson. But it is so I can't even I don't even have the words for this. It's like Stone Cold having a match with Steven Richards and making him look good.
Hey,
as a main event.
I love Steven Richards and I love his YouTube channel.
Yes, his YouTube. I just watched some of his videos as well. That's why he was at the top of my mind. But you get my point, though.
I get your point. It's like why would Stone Cold fight Tajiri at like freaking, I don't know, No Way Out or something?
No Way Out. Yeah, exactly right. At Backlash.
Okay. I actually saw the promo and it was a terrible promo from Jack Perry. Jack Perry shouldn't be pushed to this level. He should stay at his TNT title because he does have some heat, genuine heel heat. People don't like him, blah, blah, blah. But Bryan Danielson should be fighting Christian Cage. What happened to Christian Cage winning that stupid Casino Battle Royal there?
Oh, yeah. Doesn't Christian Cage get to choose? So maybe that's the whole thing.
It's convoluted, bro. It's supposed to be Christian Cage. Then Darby Allin also has a title shot.
Yeah.
And then now got Jungle Boy. How?
So Bryan Danielson just wants to work with all the people that he wants to work with. So they lined it up like that lah. So he's going to go through the gauntlet. So we know Bryan Danielson will win this.
Yeah. Or maybe Tony Khan was saying like, you know what? We're in Chicago. Let me give them the biggest heel that I have in my company. How about Jungle Boy, Jack Perry?
Can you imagine? Okay. Does Tony Khan have the balls to actually give Jack Perry the World Heavyweight Championship by beating Bryan Danielson in Chicago? Would he do it?
Do you want to see that?
No, obviously not. But do you think he would do it just to give
Nah, not after All In, bro. Not after that crazy way that Bryan Danielson have been put over to lose the title in 1 week. That's worst booking, bro.
The disrespect, bro. Yeah, I almost kind of want to see it just for the disrespect.
No, don't do that. Don't do deep Bryan dirty like that,
bro. They would get so much heat from it, though. Okay, I'm trying to think from a get attention perspective. If anything, this will get attention.
Yeah, whatever.
It sucks for Bryan, obviously, and it makes no booking sense.
Will you pay $30 to watch that happen?
No.
Exactly. Yeah,
I'll just watch a clip on YouTube or on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Let's come back down to earth. Let's be realistic.
Bro, you know what? After All In, and I had a lot of praise for All In, right? I thought it was actually easily their best pay-per-view this year.
Yeah.
This was a bad card to follow up with, bro.
For sure.
You just push away fans who actually had hope for a good,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Literally none of these matches are appealing to me except for maybe Willow versus Chris. The rest is like, why?
Yeah. I will watch Willow versus Chris for sure. But not Chris Jericho. I don't want to watch him anymore. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I just randomly read this, by the way, because we don't watch or pay attention to Collision. Hikaru Shida actually won a title shot against Mercedes Moné at Collision. That's why she has a title shot. You know who she beat? Serena Deeb, Thunder Rosa, and Queen Aminata. Aminata. Yeah, who is Queen Amidala?
I actually watched her. She's okay. She's from Africa, like legitimately from Africa. So.
Is that right?
Maybe she's their female Obafemi. I don't know.
No. Okay, so there you go. That's AEW's all out of interest and all out of attendees. Bro, I don't. Who's watching this crap?
Bro, I'm sorry we had to go down on such a bad note, but to bring up the joy a little bit, there's a lot of things to look forward to on top of that. Not from AEW. I mean, for the rest of the month of September in wrestling. I mean.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, look, we got NXT No Mercy. That's gonna be fun. And you never know. Maybe something really big happens. I know it's too quick for it, but AEW and Tony Khan specifically has no subtlety lah, huh? The whole John Moxley thing might actually pay out at All Out. I wouldn't be surprised if they just pull the cord right there.
Okay, I would watch it. I would pay money to see like John Moxley and Shane McMahon appear at All Out. If that happens, like okay, fine, we're on.
But then again, you can't announce that, right? They would have to announce it for you to buy it. The only way that will happen is if a clip of it surface on Instagram, and then if you saw the clip, then you won't buy it anyway.
Bro, I buy on replay lah. I mean, why would I do that? Never mind.
Why? You just look at the clip on Instagram. Can already.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll spend my $30 getting Grab food or something. Better
much better. Spending of your money. Anyway, with that, it's almost midnight on a Sunday. We are going into Monday. Thank you, everybody. Zayden, big shout out to you as well for joining us. Thank you for joining us on the podcast on a very special edition. Let us know if you enjoy this timing and enjoy this late night edition, after hours edition of Kick to the Gut. If you enjoy Unhinged Mr. Young, hey, maybe I will work myself to the bone and then do the podcast. Maybe that is what we need. Unhinged Mr. Young.
If you enjoy chill foreign, like chilling in the building also, I don't mind. Just let me know.
If you enjoy Tonga Lower Mania, we need to make a Tonga Lower Mania shirt with all the hand emojis. I swear.
I love it. We kick to the gut. KKT.
All the hands. Oh my god. We just came out with a shirt idea. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, we'll consider that. Okay, we'll consider that. Okay, so thank you so much, guys.
Join us on the Discord. Join us on our other social media and all that kind of stuff. Once again, let's give a big shout out to our lovely sponsor, SPW Singapore Pro Wrestling. Watch out for their next big event, their anniversary show happening soon. We'll get you all the details when we have it. And of course, leading up to it, I'm sure we'll get some of the SPW wrestlers in here to chat with them about the anniversary show. In the meantime, though, okay, everybody, once again, have a great week ahead. We'll see you guys soon. As always, it's Mr. Young.
And it's foreign in the building. Take care.
I'm going to collapse now. I'm going to pass out now, bro.
Collapse, bro.
No, not before I do this, bro. I'm doing this to you, bro.
Bro, rest, bro. Sleep, bro.